Actually, today was my first encounter with that piece. I was moved in the sense that it really reminded me of the earthquake, of my personal experience during the quake, and the chaos that came with that event that changed the life of every single Haitian that lived it and many who were in Haiti at the time. You know, we're talking about over 250,000 people who died directly from the quake, not counting those who passed after the quake. So for me, it's quite emotional because you can feel in that piece the chaos that occurred right away. And the emotion that I get is exactly that of that Gede that is there, which is a symbol of life and death. But in that particular case, that represent death, who's crying, and the tears are tears of blood. And we have, it's an expression in Creole where we say, "Nap kriye sang." So we are crying blood. I am actually really moved by the piece because at the time I was working in the financial sector, and we were in a meeting, and I realized that it was a quake because the building started shaking. I realized that it was a quake when the building across from us, which was the Citibank building, a 6-story building, collapsed completely. This is when I realized that it was an earthquake. So we panicked. So we went out of the building to realize that many of the houses around where I was were completely destroyed, and there were a lot of people that had already passed. I can also remember the noise at the time, which is still very vivid in my memory. It's an incredible noise, as if it's a howling noise, but as if 1,000,000 people were screaming at once. And there was kind of a very dark fog that was coming from the ground up, which was actually light debris that were going up all the way in the atmosphere. And that fog stayed in Port-au-Prince, in the vicinity of Port-au-Prince, where I was for 2 or 3 days. It was and underneath that fog, thousands and thousands of bodies, and mutilated people, legs cut. Right away, people were breaking the rocks, going into the debris, and getting people from this debris. The skull and bones that she has here, and she has, I don't know, the guts, the courage to put butterflies in the eyes of those skulls, as if to say that life beyond destruction is eternal.